Students will continue with 8th program. A part we have seen, that is implementing calculator operation. Now we'll see how to do a matrix operations using PHP. So for B, C, D, and we have taken a separate program here. So we'll go for that program. Yeah, you can just observe it's a PHP file. So you are creating through this PHP file only. You have option to create the HTML file also. So this is how you can use header as a built-in function to create the header part of the HTML. Then we are creating and assigning the values of the matrix here only. So we have taken two variables, $matrix1 and $matrix2. You know that array is a built-in class or object available in PHP, and this is how we can create a two-dimensional array. So we have one row as 1, 2 and the other row as 4, 5. The same values are taken for the second matrix also. You can make a change in the values of this and dimension of this as well. So I'm just displaying two few new line characters. Then to extract the order of the matrix, we have just used count of $matrix1 and just displayed it is extracting both the rows and columns. So it is extracting two parts, that is rows and column. So that is displayed with matrix 1 of 0 is displaying the size, matrix 2 of 0 will be displaying the order of the matrix B. Then in order to count the rows and column, we are using count of $matrix 1 where row is row, and count of $matrix of 0 where column count is obtained. And you know that the simple methodology to read the simple logic to read the matrix elements by using two for loops. You are starting from 0 to number of rows and number of columns, and just printing that respective row and column. Similar to logic is almost similar to your C program. And then you are printing the other matrix also, the second matrix also. Then the transpose of the matrix is calculated, where you are interchanging the rows and columns. So just you going first columns and then rows, that will do the first part of the job. Then you need to go for other operations, that is multiplication, addition, and multiplication and some multiplication and subtraction. So for adding two matrices, again the same for loops are used. We have taken another as $val and go on displaying that, where each corresponding row of matrix 1 is added with the corresponding row and column element of that particular matrix. So this is a simple logic that we use in C programming as well. This will perform the sum. Similarly, we have multiplication here, where you are just going for one row into all the elements of the one column into all the elements of the row. That is what is multiplied, multiplication rule. Accordingly it is performed. Otherwise you are saying if the order is not matching, you are displaying it as a matrix. Multiplication is not possible. You know that number of columns in A should be equal to number of rows in B. So that you are checking. If it is not, this is checked initially. If it is not, you are displaying it as a matrix. Multiplication is possible. Otherwise you are doing a simple calculation of the matrix multiplication as well. So this is how we can execute the 8th program. Simple way to execute. There is nothing big. You have to just create a PHP file and run it over the XAMPP server. So you can do it similar to the other experiments. So we'll see the logic of 9th experiment also in this video. That is PHP program named the states.py or states.php that declares a variable states with the value Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, Massachusetts, Kansas, and you are searching a word in a variable that ends in XAS and store this word in first element of list named state list, and you're searching for a word in states that begins with K and ends with the S, performs a case insensitive comparison. So search for a word in states that begins with M and ends with S, right? So these are all the operations we are supposed to perform in ninth experiment. We'll see the logic of this now. Okay, it's a PHP program. We have stored one variable, all the states. These are all the states of US being stored here. States array are taking. What you are doing is breaking them into multiple parts, and then that is into an array actually by using a explode as a built-in function. Taken a variable for iterating through different elements of the array, that is I, starting with 0 here. You have taken a for each so that you can iterate with all the variables in the array. So $states1 is the array. For this we are taking a variable $state. In every iteration $state is taking one element of this $states1. So that is the advantage of for each loop in PHP. You need not have to write I equal to 0, I less than length of the array. It is automatically done here. Then you are just doing a matching of this particular $state with the word regular expression here, that is enclosed the pattern you have written here. So pattern is enclosed within the two front slashes, and the pattern says that the word should end with XAS. So it is written as XAS dollar, saying that it should be at the end. This has to be searched and stored into the first element of the array, right? So you are framing another array which is already declared as empty $states array. So in that, this particular state, if it is matched, is being stored, and you are just incrementing the count of that, so that if there are multiple matches, all of them will be stored here. And lastly, you are displaying whether which particular state is ending with the XAS, and this is how which is ending with you are doing a search where the state has to begin with K and end with the S, right? So the same as this part, above part, only changes in the beginning K should be there, at the end S should be there. So in between you may have any number of characters. So there is only a variation in the regular expression here. Beginning is indicated with a caret symbol, and dollar is indicating the ending symbol. Star says the repetition of any character here, and that you are checking with the comparing with the $state. If it is matched, you are again storing it into a $states array, and you are displaying that respective state, which is what following this particular rule. Similarly, M ends with the S is done here, and that's all about as other states are also displayed. Logic is similar in all of this, and this is how you can do a searching within the array. So that is about the ninth program. So execution of this program is also simple. You have to just type this program in Notepad, save as PHP, and execute it by storing in HTTP docs. You can just execute this through SAP servers. Yeah, that's all about 8th BCD and 9th program. Thank you.